Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here today. We are going to look at Scribe from Christian Grace. This is the packaging, showing it to you right now. All gold. There's a gold tin inside there. That's going to have your gimmick and everything you need. Around the outside, there's a little paper sleeve, says Scribe. Got some Egyptian hieroglyphics artwork, a little bit ad copy on the back. And this would be the part where I would launch into a review and tell you exactly what your $30 gets you. But Ellusionist beat me to the punch. That's right. If you don't already know, Ellusionist has already released on their YouTube channel the first 5 minutes of the tutorial, and they pull back the curtain and show you everything. So they'll take the lid off the box. They show you exactly what's inside. You will see exactly what the Scribe gimmick is and how it works. Complete transparency, which is great, In fact, if more magic companies and more magic houses want to do this and adopt this and show you exactly what you get, that is wonderful, because that eliminates the need for me, right? You don't need me anymore. If you see exactly what's inside the package and you know what your money is getting you, you don't need a review show, right? You don't need me. And that's wonderful. I can stop doing this tomorrow. All right, I'm fine. I don't get paid for this. I do this in my spare time. And so my only interest ever has been to tell you, what you're getting for your money and whether it's going to be worth your money or not. Because that's how I grew up. I grew up with paper catalogs that were mailed to your house that literally had typed out descriptions of what you were getting and a clip art picture. A clip art picture of cards or a person going like that. And it was like, Wonder Wand and, $7. And you didn't know what you were getting until it showed up at your house. And then you were like, oh, this is garbage. So I make a review show so that you know what you get. Christian Grace and Ellusionist, they've already shown you. So you can stop. You can stop watching this video right now. You can stop. You don't need to watch this. Go over to the Ellusionist YouTube channel. Go watch their 5-minute exposure. They'll walk you through the whole thing and show you exactly what the gimmick is. But if you're still here, let me answer some of the questions for you. So what is Scribe? Scribe is a way for you to do writing, right? Mentalism writing, so that you can get your ahead, or really it's a one behind, really, so that you can reveal things that you shouldn't have known. And we call this secret writing. We've called this Swami gimmick. We've called this a nail writer, a boon writer, right? There's different words we use for all of these things. And I think when Scribe initially came out, we kind of all thought, okay, well, that's what it is. That's not what it is. Now, you're going to get a writing device with this, okay? You will get a writing utility with this. It's kind of like Ellusionist and Christian Grace version of it. It's a little bit different looking than you've seen before. But that is not Scribe. Scribe is a way for you to hold your billet in a stable capacity so that you have a nice solid surface to write on. Now, to be fair, I think I first saw Banachek do this in one of the lives that he's released. Banachek offered a little bit of a secret way that he kind of holds his billets with something. I'm going to be as vague as possible because I'd rather have you buy the Banachek video, so that his writing was clear, right? And so Christian Grace isn't copying Banachek at all, but Christian Grace had the same issue, like how when you're doing writing with one hand, right, and you're not looking, how do you keep it looking like it was intentional writing and not like a 2-year-old drew it, or like you wrote it in the dark, or you wrote it with your opposite hand, right? Not your writing hand, but you wrote it with your opposite hand. How do you get the writing to be a little bit more stable? So Scribe is a gimmick. It's a utility that accompanies the writer, okay? And that's really what you're paying for. So not only are you getting the writing utility, which is nice, you're also getting the Scribe gimmick, which helps you keep everything stable. The two of them have a nice system to where they stay together in your pocket, which is great. And you're going to get a nice stack of good billets. It's probably the same billets that you saw come in the Peter Turner mentalism kits. Probably the same version, same style billets, the nice billets. And then you'll get extra lead for your writer. So for 30 bucks, you're getting a lot. Oh, not to mention the hour tutorial, right? There's also a 56 minutes tutorial from Christian Grace walking you through everything and the routine that they're going to offer you. So a lot for your $30. Is it what I thought? I got this before they did the big reveal on YouTube. So I actually got this kind of right before or right around when they were exposing what it was. So I didn't know going in what it was. So I didn't have an idea. I just figured, like the rest of y'all, that it was just some sort of writing utility, right? That it would be similar to other writers that have been released, you know, like the Lincoln or, you know, the Boone, something similar to that. And so it was a surprise to me getting it in the mail. Is it well made? It is very well made. It is very well made and easily disguisable. So I think when you watch it in that little exposure video, you're kind of thinking, oh wow, it's kind of obvious or kind of big. Christian will actually walk you through how to modify it so that it's customized to your hand and your billets to keep everything hidden from view. And the color of it matches your billets so that I think even holding it in your hand, it's almost like black art, but it's the opposite, right? It's the opposite of black art. And it stays perfectly hidden and easily palmable and ditchable, which are both real words. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? Of course, it's Ellusionist, so it's always shot well, edited well, beautiful HD, everything's well mic'd and well shot. In that hour, he's gonna talk to you about the intro, and he's gonna give you all the history, and then you'll see the unboxing. And really, that's the first 5 minutes that you can watch for free on Ellusionist channel. Then you're gonna get a live performance video where he does this for a real spectator out in the real world, which is a proposition style bet where he has money in his hand and he bets that he can guess the two-digit number that you're thinking of. Then he's gonna talk to you about customizing the gimmick to your hand size, and he'll teach you how to write and give you some other like trick ideas, some throw-offs. Then there's a maintenance Q&A video where he takes some questions from the people in the room and answers those questions. And then he's gonna walk you through the proposition bet trick itself. This is the trick that you've seen in the trailer where he's holding the dollar bill and it's kind of like a betcha where he asks the guy, you know, I wrote down a number and we'll see if it's the same number, and of course it is. Then he'll offer out another idea, which is a spectator as mind reader idea that he got and borrowed from Mark Lemon. He'll talk to you about how you could predict a small word, so like a 3-letter word or a 4-letter word, how you could get a little bit of it ahead and how you could even do it maybe so that you could actually finish writing the word before you even know what the word is. He'll offer you another idea about coming up with the dollar amount of the change that's in their pocket, and then you get an outro and some thank yous. Pocket space, I think that's one of the selling points to Scribe, is that everything comes, you know, in a system so that it all locks together. So it's not like bouncing around in your pocket, so that if you had to go into your pocket to retrieve things, you're kind of bringing it all back out into one state, so that if you were to go into the other pocket and retrieve your billets, you could kind of load everything together. Your spectators could see your hands empty or in a clean state at some points, and you could go right into your routine and then kind of unload or ditch, or at least half ditch. And then as you hand the billet to the spectator, you go back to your pockets and do a full 100% ditch. They're gonna walk you through all of that. And so it's a really nice, clean system. Angles wise, I think we talked about a little bit already. You know, I was saying that it's kind of like a reverse black art effect. Of course, you don't want anyone behind you, right? Because they would see everything. That kind of eliminates any secrecy you would have. Inspectability, you're gonna ditch everything. There shouldn't be anything to inspect. This is a hidden gimmick. This is a utility, right? This is a utility, not a visible gaff, okay? This is something that's helping you do the work that would never be seen. All right, slights and difficulty level. Let's talk about that. And I think what I'm gonna offer here is, what did I notice trying it out for myself, okay? Because obviously there's no slights here. We're just talking about writing. So I tried it on both hands to see if there was a difference, and I didn't see any difference from my dominant hand to my recessive hand. Everything kind of looked the same. And admittedly, I'm coming into this with a handicap. I am already coming into this situation with a detriment in that I am left-handed. I am left-handed, and my handwriting already looks like I write in the dark. It already looks like I'm a 2-year-old. So maybe that works to my advantage. I don't know. Because I don't have good handwriting to begin with. So like I said, I didn't see a strong difference between left-handed or right-handed with the gimmick. And I could easily tell right away that this utility, it's not going to immediately solve the problem for you. All right? You will still need to practice with this, just like you would if you didn't have this. I think one of the reasons why some people don't use this traditional utility is the practice that it takes. Because it's almost like you have to learn to write again, okay? Especially if you want to learn to write legibly or, cleanly or neatly. I think this product helps for sure. Absolutely. And it can be a great help. Please go watch the trailer and see if you think this would be a help for you, okay? Because it might just be the tool that helps you dig your old one out of, the drawer and get back into it again. That's fine. But I don't want to mislead you into thinking that this solves the issue. You will still need to practice. It'll help. It'll help. It's a great utility. It's a great prop. Christian Grace came up with a great idea, and it's a wonderful little system. But you will still need to practice. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? I think this is a tool that solves a lot of issues for some people. I think I could definitely see somebody finding some use for this and saying, no, this will get me back into this style of mentalism again. This has rekindled my hope and love for this style of mentalism. I think some of us have thrown that old one into a drawer because of the practice that it would take, or just the fact that it was a little awkward. And so I think this eliminates some of that awkwardness and kind of gives you this little placebo encouragement that it's possible, right? It's possible. Negatives, like I was saying earlier, it's still gonna take practice. This doesn't make this itself working by any means, okay? You will still need to burn through some billets and get the system down. But I think it's a wonderful, well thought out system. And I really like the trick that's included that Christian Grace came up with. So is it worth your money? 30 bucks? I think definitely. That's pretty low. I've seen gaff decks that cost more than this, and you're getting several components. Now, I mean, not only billets, but you're getting the writer and the gimmick and extra lead, plus the hour tutorial, plus it's Christian Grace, plus it comes to you with the Ellusionist stamp of, quality. So I think you're getting a lot for your money. So it's definitely a wonderful little product. So thank you for sticking around to the end of my long-winded review. But I hope I was able to offer you maybe some more answers and help you out a little bit more in explaining just at least my process with Scribe. So yeah, you can always do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and follow. That really helps me out a lot. And a big, huge thanks to Christian Grace and Ellusionist for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.